today, I brought you the new Toyota CHR, and it's honestly nothing we've ever seen before.
You were right. I mean, this is a very unique looking car.
It is. I mean, honestly, if this drove past you on the road, this is going to catch your eye. There's sharp contour lines from the back all the way to the front. You know, everything is just sharply done in a pretty unique way. So I really like these wheels. You know, it's two-toned. You have black with metal face. And I also like that you can see the brakes through the rims. I think that's a really nice thing to look at.
The interior of the car, my first impressions, it looks really nice. It looks really simple. The climate control buttons all have nice feedback, nice feel. Everything looks really clean and simple in here. Infotainment center, same thing. All the buttons, real simple, real easy to use. All have good feedback. And it looks very sleek. Everything looks really sleek in here.
So this is a smaller vehicle, but I'm a larger individual, but there is still room for me to sit in the back behind myself. There's plenty of room back here for me to still be somewhat comfortable in this vehicle. So in terms of seating, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 places to sit in this car. So there are 5 places to sit in this vehicle. So if you're ever traveling, want to bring people with you, 5 places for you, all your family and friends. So now we're finally setting off in the actual road portion of this test. Now we're going to get a feel of the car, how it rides on the road, and how it is inside when you're actually driving.
None of these buttons are even angled towards me.
So there's kind of like a reason for that. They want to give you like a cockpit feel. So all the buttons and everything to use are sort of angled towards the driver.
I'm a big fan of the steering wheel. It looks pretty nice.
The steering wheel is actually really nice. It's nice to look at, it's nice to touch, and you have a lot of features on here. You have your lane departure assist, you have other things that you can pick up phone calls, and you can change to the radio and do all the basic things you would see in most cars today.
So there's diamonds all over this car on the inside. There's diamonds on the headliner, there's diamonds on the side on the door panels, down here. Seems like there's a common theme going on.
Yeah, I guess that's like the trend with this car. Everywhere you look, you know, there's some form of diamond art. Like you said, the ceilings, even in the lights. So I guess that was just something they sat down and were like, all right, what are we going to do to make this car really cool on the inside? And one of the features they added was the diamond trim.
From the driver's seat, what's the overall feel that you're getting from that side of the vehicle?
The overall feel is pretty nice. I mean, the gauges, first off, are unlike anything in any other Toyota. I've never seen anything even similar to this in terms of the coloring and the shapes they use. So it's a very nice thing to look at, and it's really unique. The shifter, it's very nice to grip onto, and you can just pop over to manual mode and shift yourself. It's really nice to use. Getting to the infotainment system. Now, this car was a Scion before they discontinued the brand and converted it to a Toyota, so it does not have Toyota's awesome infotainment system. It has the AHA system, which honestly is almost a twin. The only thing it doesn't have are the apps, which include traffic and weather. So that is your drawback, but it still has everything like Bluetooth audio. You can connect to USB, or, you know, simple things like your aux cord. So this car has a few pretty interesting features. My favorite out of it all is the hold feature. So if you're driving or you're in traffic and you come to a stop, if the hold feature is activated, you don't have to have your foot on any pedals or anything to keep it still. You can just be resting your feet, and when you're ready to go again, just push on the gas and the car will move for you. So a focus that I think the designers had was trying to disguise this car as a coupe. So it does have 4 doors, but if you're looking from the outside, you might have to take 2 takes to make sure that it does. Because the door handles, there's only conventional door handles up here. In the back, they're kind of blended in with the door, so you can't tell. So the car is just doing a pretty good job of making it seem like a coupe when it's really not.
I noticed in the back, there's a decent amount of cargo space back there. It's a mid-size vehicle, so you can fit stuff back there, and it is a hatchback, so the whole thing comes up. On the hatch, there's actually a spoiler.
It's actually a pretty interesting spoiler. It's, you know, it doesn't like come up on top of the car like others. It kind of jets straight out. But again, that's another calling piece on this unique car and something that you just have not seen before. So I like this car a lot. I mean, bottom line, it's not your super sports car, but it's what it is. It's a crossover. It's in between an SUV and a sedan. So it just gives you a nice different feel on the road. If you don't want to drive, you know, a Corolla or a Camry, you don't want to drive, you know, a 4Runner or a RAV4 or something like that. It's a good in-between.
We've been going over a decent amount of bumps, and the ride quality, I mean, I'm not complaining about it.
There's nothing to complain about. It's a very nice ride. It's comfortable. You know, it doesn't glide over bumps like an SUV would, but it's also not floaty like an SUV is. It's a nice in-between that when you're on the road and driving, you're gonna be fond of. So this car has a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, and it's very economical. You get 27 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway. So it's a car that will be great to drive every day, and you won't have to worry about spending too much money on gas.
So dude, I told you, I mean, this car is unique, it's different. If people see it going down the road, they're gonna want to look, and the question they're gonna ask is, what is that?
With the time that I spent with this car while you were showing me around, I'm actually like really starting to like this car.
It's an awesome car. I mean, if you're looking for something with new age styling and just modern design, this is the car for you. It will set you apart from everybody else.